Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. I see Shinten turning on the camera. And then how about others? Are you afraid of turning on the camera? Okay. Yeah. I see Olga and then Hindra 9. Cancel. Hey. Thank you. Okay, Alinga, Minta. Yes. Andre. Tentanaso. Andrew. And Tuti. Who we take. Hello, Wite. By the way, where did you go yesterday?
Oh, I'm ill, teacher.
Uh-huh. So how about now? Are you okay right now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you. Yes, and what I want you to do is, not only Wite, okay, I mean all of you, what I want you to do is, please go to the Viber group, and then I want you to read your friend's idea as well. Okay, here I see Kwai mean that I think she sent that, right? And then Andrew, Olga, here's Alinga. Only just 5 people, right? So how about others? Hello?
Teacher,
Hello?
I have already sent it.
Really? Where did you send? Just only on Vibex group?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let me check it out. Okay, yes. Oh, Zuzu, sorry, I see that right now. Zuzu, then cancel. Hey, Mente, hey, Durat 9. Yes. So how about others? Is there anyone who haven't done homework?
I haven't sent it yet. I only wrote it in my book.
Okay, yes, please take a photo and then after that, please send it to me, right? Okay, so now what I want you to do is please go to the Virus group and you have to, okay? You better read your friend's idea. So after reading others' idea, you can see that how differences between your ideas and your friend's ideas. Okay, now please do. I will give you just 3 minutes to read all of those. And I think, no, you haven't sent your homework to me yet, right? What is a year What does it mean? Try to speak in English, okay? I have 10 teacher I am going to send you, right? Very easy. It's not very difficult to speak and a simple sentences, right? Okay. Okay, thank you, No. Yes, can you send it to me right now? Okay, so please take 3 minutes, all of you. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Please go to the Vivers group and then read your friend's idea, right? Later on, we would discuss that, who has got which idea, and then we would say the overview of your friend's idea and your idea. Okay, let's compare your ones and your friends. Okay, Hey, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, okay, please go to the Vivers group and read your friend's idea. And later on, we would discuss what are differences between yours and your friend's one. Have you finished? Okay, so let us listen to your idea to your friend's one. Okay, let's start from Alinga. Yes, Alinga, so have you got any idea or do you want to discuss about which are differences between you and your ones and your friends' ones?
The paraphrase are all well writing. Emma, I like the Emma's one the most.
Mm-hmm. Okay, why do you like it?
Because it was really well writing,
Mm-hmm.
and she put so many effort in it. I just noted after reading that.
Thank you. Yes.
That's
So,
all.
yeah, thank you, Linga. Minten.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't get to read all of them, but I read
Yes.
2 of them.
Okay, no problem. Yes. So is there any differences between you and your friend's ideas? Your friend's writing?
Not many differences, but
Okay,
yeah,
not much. Yes.
some.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Yes. Right. So hand to thick. Okay, hand to thick. Is there any comments for your friends one and yours?
In my opinion, every part of it is really great. In my opinion,
Okay. So how about Oka?
Some of the ones I've read, they have some little mistakes, and
Okay.
the difference between the paragraphs with mine are like I started from a different points of views. Some started from different points of views, but most of the paragraph didn't start. That's all I can tell.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much. And Andrew. Hello, Andrew, are you there? Mm-hmm. I didn't see him right now. Okay, so Shinten.
That's it. It's just a little difference. That's it. Most of the meanings are the same.
Okay, yes. Did you notice someone's writing especially?
Yeah, I didn't think. Sorry, I didn't notice yet.
Okay.
I didn't
yes,
notice yet.
Yes, thank you so much, right? And Andre?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
What do I have to say, Chair?
You have to say is that after reading your friend's writing, and is there any differences, or do you want to say some things? Do you want to point out some comments?
No, Chair.
Mm-hmm. So you mean that you like all of writings?
Yeah, I like all of them because they don't really miss the point, but
Oh.
different writing style. So
Hmm.
I enjoy reading everything.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, so the last one would be Pyotiha. Pyotiha's left. I saw the line it says Pyotiha's left, maybe because of the connection. So Zuzu.
I don't see many differences because all of us are writing based on the same paragraph, so the idea are the same. But some of us are writing in different styles and starting from different points of views, like Ogar said.
Okay, yes, thank you. And then after writing paraphrasing, what do you, so, I want to know the feeling of differences between, did you notice that differences between summary and paraphrasing? This is the points you have to know. Do you see differences?
Yes.
Okay, so Zuzu, can you, yes, okay, Zuzu, can you point out?
In writing a summary, we based on the main idea and main concepts of the paragraph, and we note down the main concepts of it. And in paraphrasing, it's totally different from summary because we have to write down in our own words and thoughts, and also we have to point out the different points of view from start. So yeah, it's the biggest difference.
Okay, yeah, this is the point what I want you to see, that if you realize those differences, you will not feel confused writing summary between writing summary and paraphrasing. Okay. Yeah. So is there any question concerning with the paraphrasing and summary? No, not yet, right? Okay. So can I move on to the writing book, or do I need to explain more about differences between paraphrasing and summary? And do you want to do it the exercise again, or as you like? That's your choice. What do you want to do? I think you all are okay right now, right? Okay, you would see whether okay or not if we do practice. You mean like that, right? You are still thinking like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry?
Not yet. So,
Not yet. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you would know that, when you do practice, okay? I will give you a paragraph as a homework, and after that, you have to write paraphrasing. You have to write both paraphrasing and summary. Okay, if you do practically, you would know that, you would see that differences more. Okay, so now I want to go to this book. Yesterday we finished page number 8, right? Is there any question till now? I mean that, is there any question till page number 8? Oh, yeah. Okay, so now let's move on to page number 9. I think hand 2, right? Hand 2, you have to explain page number 9.
That is what. The word that is the family the equivalent of the sheep, which which will be two format here. And also another word here is a common word to use, even though we use our eyes, not our ears, to read a letter. For example, to hear from means is to receive news from, and it's used in informal situation. Another word yesterday, last week is important to say when something happens at the end of the sentence like this, or otherwise the sentence does not sound complete to the English ear. Next one is translation.
Transition, yes.
The translation to write a translation, you need to write in the first sentence of the second paragraph, and also the sentence must be connect with the introduction of the main body of the letter. And to start translation, we can use the word anyway or anyhow, or past tense, or other method. A common way to begin the translation is to use the word anyway or anyhow, especially after an apology type introduction. Also, you need to put a comma after this word. For example, dear Sarah, I'm you also need to be careful about, be careful using anyway or anyhow.
Yes.
Because both of the words suggest that anything referred to in the previous sentence does not matter, it's not important. But in fact, they cancel out the sentence that comes before them. But in some situation, it can be completely wrong to use this word.
Yes, of course. Here, I want you to highlight, or I want you to underline is language point. Okay, so at the top of page 9, you would see that language point, right? Okay, so here the language point said that notice the use of the word get. This is the friendly register equivalent of receive. Okay, so and then which will be to format here, right? That's why you have to use you have to realize that you are using receive or you are using the word get like that. And then next one said that you have to notice the use of the word here. Okay, and then next one, yesterday, last week, it is important to say when something happened at the end of sentence like this, right? So that's why, and then you have to notice is that, there is the example on page 8. It was great to get your letter yesterday, right? That was the example, that's the task given to you on page 8, right? So you have to try to use as the task mentioned. And the next one is when you write the introduction, you can start with the congrats by saying congratulations or showing something, and then something very personal to show your friendship. Okay, so when you write a letter to your friend, you have to show how much you and your friends are familiar each other, right? So, and then next language point. Next language point is here, notice the phrase to get over. Okay, here the example, I hope you have got over the flu. Got over the flu, here's a got over is like an informal registration. And instead of using recover from, okay, recover from is formal words. Okay, so instead of using recover from, we better say get over, okay? Right, so this is language points. So you have to notice that both of language point, you mean that the top of the language point, and here the second language point, want to point out is that, you have to notice to use formal words or informal words, okay? So actually for friendly registration, you have to use informal, between informal and formal words. right? Like we discussed yesterday. And the next one is transition. Okay, transitions is also very important. You know, after saying, hello, but I'm sorry, I haven't written blah, blah, blah. And then you are going to talk about, you know, the one you want to say. That's why you have to choose some of the transition words. Here it mentioned that there are 2 words for transition, and you can say anyway and anyhow. But, you know, you have to notice is that when you choose anyway and anyhow, you know, previous situation, previous sentence, and the sentence and the about the something that you are going to talk should be different. Okay, so if the, you know, both of these situations are the same, you cannot use anyway and anyhow, right? So to use anyway and anyhow, the 2 situations should be different, right? Previous one, before anyway and after anyway should be different. Okay, so you have to notice that one. Page number 10. Pintanaso, I think.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
How to write a transition sentence. After writing an introduction, the next step is to write a transition sentence. And there are 3 steps to begin the transition. The first step is using the words anyway or anyhow. The second step is by using the past tense. And the third one is by using other methods. For the first one is to use the anyway. For example, I was sorry to hear you feel lonely and are missing your friends. Anyway, we are all fine and going to play tennis tomorrow. In this situation, the use of anyway means I don't care. So I don't care if you are lonely. What matters to me is that I have friends and things to look forward to. They are more important than my friendship with you. And the second step is by using past tense. In the way of writing English, showing respect for the person you are writing to and that you accept that your new suggestions or advice may not seem interesting, important, wanted, or welcome to the other person is to use the past tense. The language point is also said that to notice that the sentence using the past tense sounds more respectful. For example, instead of using I hope you don't mind if I tell you about my family, it's better to use that I thought I would drop you a line to let you know something about my family. That's all we can.
Thank you. And you would see the example sentences with the cross. Okay, Miss Smith has given us lots of math homework tonight. Anyway, I won't have to do it because there's a good film on TV. So you shouldn't say like that, right? And the next example is, I was sorry to hear you feel lonely, missing your friends. Anyway, we are all fine. You know, it means that, you know, showing something, telling someone's negative point, and then you are talking about, you know, yourself. So you shouldn't write such kind of style, right? And then you shouldn't tell about other ones, other things negative. And you have to, especially, you have to focus to the reader and then other people, right? And then here is that you know, when you write the letter, especially when you after studying the transition word, you better use the past tense, right? In English, the usage of past tense is showing respect to other people. You know, whether they listen or not, whether they accept or not, it's not important for you, but you need to show that how much respect, how you respect to the reader like that. Okay, and then this is also a polite way. So, you know, using past tense is also a polite way in English as well. right? And then next one is a language point. Instead of saying, I am going to tell you about, you better say, I thought I would drop you a line to let you know anything, so blah, 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 like that. Okay, so you better say like that. And then next language point, there is, instead of saying write to you better say drop you a line. Okay. Yes, please highlight those words. And then on page number 11, Alinga.
The language point. They use the phrase let you know to show their friendship. Let you know considered as an informal word. For example, there's a letter saying, I'm just writing to you to let you know this. You can write this letter to a friend who is coming to stay with you, a friend who is going for an interview, a relative who missed a family celebration. And signature. We put our signature as soon as we finish the letter at the bottom of the letter. For example, like love from yours, blah blah blah, like that. And the examiner will give you different types of friendly letter to write. They may have different conclusions, different endings, and different plots, but they are all under the same topic. They don't consider separately in the following units.
Okay, thank you. For the, for the ending, for the signature, you have to notice is that you shouldn't say like a formal signature, right? So you have to write down only just your first name. Okay, yeah, for example, instead of saying Anna had teams, and then you have to say that with love from Anna, like that. Okay, and then here I want to do exercise 1. I want you to all do exercise 1. Write the greeting, introductions, and transition of a letter to a pen friend who is coming to stay with you, a friend who is going for an interview, and a relative who missed a family celebration. Okay, so let's start from the first one, a pen friend who is coming to stay with you. Okay, let's do right now. Okay, so you have to start with a greeting, an introduction, and you have to start to say by using the transition word, what are you going to talk about, right? So the letter wants you to, so you shouldn't start. The letter should be mentioned, should intend to inviting your friend, okay? You have to invite your friend to come and stay with you. Okay, let's start. Is there any question you are not clear?
Teacher, can you repeat what we have to do? Because the internet was not good here.
Okay, so what I want you all to do is, please write down the greeting introduction. Greeting and introduction about, using a transition words, what are you going to talk? That's only the first part of a letter. Okay, the greeting means that, you have to give one of the name. Okay, two for your pen friend, you have to give your friend's name, right? So dear, and then write down someone's name. And then after that, start to write down introduction. And then you have to introduce that what are you going to talk. You got it?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Is there any question with you are not clear? No, do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, thank you. So now let's start to write. Okay, you have to start with greeting, and then after that, say some introduction. Okay, so you don't need to, how should I say? You don't need to write, learn by heart. Only just you can check in the book. Okay, look at the book and then try to practice it. Hello, Wu Weiting, are you okay?
I'm trying, teacher.
Okay, thank you. You know, starting introduction is, you can choose as you like, right? To start introduction, there are 3 ways. The first one is using an apology. Second one is not using an apology. Third one is personal reference, right? So you choose the one you want and then start to write. Okay, so the examples are on page 7. Page 7 and page 8. Okay, so just only look at yourself and then choose the one you want. One thing you have to notice is that your introduction shouldn't be a long one, okay? Just only 1 or 2 sentences is enough. And then at the third step, you have to introduce what you are going to talk. Okay, so dear blah, 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 comma, and then start to write introduction. And then maybe about 2 sentences is enough. And then start to introduce what you are going to talk. Okay.
introduction ကလေဒီကြောင်းသိနေရမှာလား
Introductions is only just maybe 1 or 2 sentences is enough.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. No, if you want to see the example, you can look at on page number 9. There is the example, starting with dear Sarah. Okay, so you have to write like that.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay. Yeah, okay, take it easy.
Check.
Yes.
Am I have to write only introduction?
Yes, only introduction and just yes, just only introduction and then what you are going to talk. That's it. You don't need to write the whole letters.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You know, you can see the example on page 9. That's it. Only just very short one. Hello, is there anyone who is then? Okay, Shinda. Yeah, okay, let me listen to you. Let me hear to you.
Oh, yes, yes. So I'll start with
Okay.
Dear Tommy, hello Tommy. I hope you are having a great day. I'm just wanted to say that I'm really sorry because I have contact to you for a day. Anyways, in the next couple of days, I'm going to start a biggest party. So I want you to come to my party.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but actually I asked you to say that you have to invite your friend to stay with you.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah, the question is on page number 11. You have to write a greeting, introduction, and transition of a letter to a pen friend who is coming to stay with you. Okay, so you cannot invite. I'm not asking you to invite for a party. Okay, I ask you to write a pen friend to come and stay with you. Yes, and then next one is also instead of saying I am going to, and then you better say that here on page number 10. Do you see the example? I thought you might like to know something about blah blah blah, or I thought I would drop you a line to let you know something about my blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. Can you change a letter?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, is there anyone?
Teacher, I'm done, Chair.
Yes, okay. Let me hear it.
Teacher, I have to write just a few sentences, right?
Yes, okay. Just a few sentences.
I wrote, Dear Sarah, I've been waiting for the perfect time to send this letter to you and it finally has come. Since I'm not busy this month, you can come and stay in my place for a few weeks.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So you use introduction with a personal preference, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes, next one.
Chair, can I tell the first one?
Okay, Nana, yes.
Dear Fupu, I'm writing because you tell me that you are coming to stay with me next week. Anyway, I thought I would drop you a line to let you know exact address on my house.
Okay.
Of my house.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. And the next one.
Jamie.
Yes.
Dear JK, I'm so happy to hear that you will come and stay at my place with me. I can't wait to see you, JK. Love you.
Okay. Next one.
Chair.
Yeah.
Dear Alex, I'm sorry I haven't written since your birthday. I've been busy preparing for the exam next week. Anyway, I thought you would like to know the plans on what we'll be doing while you're staying with me.
Okay, yeah. Next one. Is anyone who wants to talk, who wants to tell what you wrote? No more? Oh, okay. Yes, Kansai. Yeah.
Dear Gong Gong, I feel sorry. I have a written letters format. Even though you know I'm busy, you also see that I don't even have time to rewrite it. Now I'm going to tell you about my current status, and I'm so happy to listen that you are going to stay with me.
Okay, yes, thank you. Yeah, so now let's go to page number 12. Andrew, is any Andrew here? Okay, thank you. So Andrew, now your turn to discuss about page number 12.
Okay, there are 4 types of friendly letters: descriptive, advice, narrative, and descriptive narrative. The 4 units show you the techniques for producing each of these letter types by highlighting certain features and giving examples of how to use them accurately and efficiently. 1. Answering a writing question in the exam. You should aim for write 4 paragraphs. You are usually asked to write about write between 100 and 150 words for core and between 150 and 200 words for extended. This means that each paragraph should contain 25 to 40 words core and 40 to 50 words for extended. On the basics of 10 words to a line for every size handwriting, this means you need to write about 3 or 4 lines core and 4 or 5 lines extended in each paragraph. So this descriptive letter, the key words descriptive or write about in the exam question indicate that a descriptive friendly letter is required. Descriptive letter need to be written in friendly informal register. These are letters written either to a relative or to someone the same age as you. Such as a friend or a pen friend. A pen friend is someone who usually lives in another country and who you write and to whom you write, and mainly to improve your knowledge of the language of that country. You have probably never met each other. There are usually only a few things you can be asked to describe, including your home, your family, your school, your hobbies or free time. We will look at each of these in this unit. The main points to keep in mind when writing about any of these topics are create interest, personalize for the reader, support each idea, do not list. Before considering each what these points mean and how they help you to produce an excellent letter in terms of content and style, you should remember that the basic principle of writing a letter in the exam should be no different from writing a real letter.
Okay, thank you. Yes, in this informal writing, you have to learn 3 styles of writing. First one is descriptive writing, second one is narrative, and third one is mission Okay, missing both narrative and description, right? So first one, you are going to learn descriptive writing. You know, you can describe about your home, your family, your school, and then about your hobbies and your free time, right? And the most important thing is when you write descriptive writing, there are 2 points are important. You have to create interest. You have to create interest mean you are persuading your reader, okay, to get your reader's interest. And then second one is personalizing for the reader. Personalize for the reader means personalizing, showing that you give respect and you give favor to the reader. Okay, that's why you have to use personalization. And the next one is support each idea. Support each idea means that if you are going to talk about your home and you need to mention some supporting idea in your body, right? And then next one is do not list. Do not list mean that you shouldn't say that, for example, there are 5 rooms in my house. Okay, there are 5 rooms in my house. They are kitchen, living room, and the bathroom like that. Those are called listing, right? So you shouldn't write like such kind of style, right? Page number 12 explain like that. Okay, now page number 13. Okay.
Yes. In page 13, when you write a letter to your friend in real life, you know him well, you know his personalities, so it is a lot easier. But in the exam, they give you the person that you have never met, so you have to. It is important to imagine the picture of the person that you are writing, so it won't sound like a factual information about your family, schools, and so on. For example, a question in exam telling you to write to a pen friend who is coming to stay with you for a month. So you don't know him or her in real life. So you have to imagine you have a pen friend and create his personalities by asking you the questions like where does your pen friend live, in a house or flat, in the city or country, is your pen friend sporty or studious, is your pen friend what is your pen friend's favorite food, and the subjects that your pen friend good or bad at, the music that your pen friend enjoy listening to, such questions. The questions will help you personalize, customize your pen friends personalities. In page 13, it talk about 2 kinds of home. The first one is a flat. A flat meaning all the rooms are in one floor. The bedroom, the living room, the kitchen are all in one floor, then no 2 floors. A house meaning like the houses you watch in English movies, the bedrooms are in upstairs, and the living room and the kitchen are a tiny room are in downstairs, like that. A detached house is expensive because it isolates you from other houses, but a semi-detached house do not isolate you from other houses. That's all.
Yes, thank you. That's it. Before you write your friends, you have to sometimes the question asks you the friend you haven't been a friendship with them or her, and then but you have to imagine. Okay, use imagination, and then you have to create your real friend like that, right? So to be familiar such kind of writing, you need to practice again and again. So in the exam time, you will not be very strange to write such kind of writing. Okay, it starts like that. And then before you write to a pen friend, you need to think about the question. Okay, where does your friend live? A house or a flat? It means that you should try to know his person, his interest. Okay, is he a sporty one or studier one or a book one, like that? And then you have to know what kind of favorite food he may like that, right? Okay, so and then next one is, especially here the question mentioned that what is my friend's favorite food, and then my friend is good or bad at which one, good at swimming or bad at swimming, like that. And then DVD, and then what kind of movie does he like, and then is he a shy one or outgoing one or fan loving one, something like that. Those questions are talking that you have to know your friends. Okay, so when you write a letter, you are showing that how much you are familiar with him, how much you know about him, like that, right? So you have to follow to your friends favorite, your friends how should I say, your friends personality, like that, right? So this is important. You should focus to your reader. Okay, don't focus on yourself. You are not boasting. You are not showing off yourself, right? You are writing a letter to your friend. Okay, so you have to focus to your friend. This is important, right? And then next one is how to describe your home. According to the nation, according to the country, the houses may be different, right? So when you describe about your home, you have to describe what your house is, what kind of house it is, like that, right? So you need to know the nature, and you need to know that, how should I say, that the style of houses in each, maybe in some country. For example, in our country, in Myanmar, most of the people live in house and flats, right? And we don't have like a detached house. Most of, well, no, only just detached houses are only just a few. We can see only just in few places, like that, right? So you have to mention what kind of house you are living at, like that. Okay, and then now let's go to page number 14. Chotiha.
Two more kinds of houses in England are a terrace house. Terrace house.
Yeah, that's
That
house.
is one of a row of houses try not to each together, and a bungalow. In a bungalow, all rooms are on one level, same as a flat, but a bungalow stands alone at ground level and have its own garden. And we need to remember that we are free to use our imagination. It is not necessary to describe our real house in writing. Houses in various countries may have a specific name or its particular design. So if we should say what the house is called and have a detail on it. So like, for example, I live in a blah, 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 the name of the house, and it's a house built on stilts to keep us above the floods, like that. However, we need to make sure we do not do either listing or stating the obvious. Or in these examples, he wrote, my house consists of 10 rooms, a kitchen, a living room, a dining room, 4 bedrooms, and 3 bathrooms. So stating a kitchen, living room, dining room, all the rooms is an example of listing. And mentioning that we have a kitchen and bathroom is stating the obvious. And also we need to remember that listing is boring and it suggests to the examiner that our style is weak and the knowledge vocabulary is very basic and we only know what's not constructions. Language point. We need to notice that there is a inappropriate use of register in the sentence. Consists of is a formal register. The sentence begins with a noun, my house, and replacing with person plus verb. For example, I live blah blah blah. Will make sentence less formal. For example, I live in a 4-room house. The number of bedrooms shows the size of the house. And describing location. Describing the location of our house is one way to create interest. So we need to be careful about describing locations using prepositions was like in, on, off, with, as these are difficult and give a bad impression if used incorrectly. So we need to make sure that we learn them perfectly. On describing an inner city location, quite quite near the city center or near the city center. We can use right in the center or right in the heart of the city Paris. With a lovely, marvelous, wonderful, great, fantastic, then view of busy, noisy market square or the famous well-known River Nile, the bus station, a park, lake, or a cathedral or mosques. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, there is 2 points here you have to note down or you have to highlight. And then it's also said that do not list and do not state the obvious. The example said my house consists of 10 rooms, a kitchen, a living room, a dining room, 4 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. You know, when you were young, when you were a child, you might use those sentences. No, that's no problem. But now you are not a child anymore. You becomes a teenage, right? That's why the way you write also should change to a teenage style, right? So instead of listing a kitchen room, dining room, living room, instead of saying like that, you better say I lived in a 4-bedroom house. If you say 4-bedroom house, the reader can get how big is your house. Okay, the reader can get how big your house is, right? So if a house has 4 bedroom, okay, if a house has 4 bedroom, there would be how big will be. And then if you say that I lived in a 2-bedroom house, okay, so the reader also can get how big your house is, like that. Okay, so saying a 4-bedroom house is also showing that you are, you know, if everybody knows that, you know, most of the house has a living room, dining room, and a bedroom, and then bedroom, like that. So okay, those are 3 main places, right? The kitchen. Okay, for 4 main places, they have already know that, but they guess they usually guess the size of a house depending on the bedroom. Okay, so saying your bed, you know, how many bedroom is talking about how big your house is, and then they can guess what kind of house it is, like that, right? So just trying to avoid listings. And then next one is showing about location. Okay, you need to tell that where is your house located or where are you living right now. Okay, so here it's describing an inner city location. Inner city location means that if you are living in the big city, okay, you can say that, you know, you can use quite near the city center, because you can use the famous monument to your friend. And after right in the centers of the city, and right in the heart of the right in the heart of Yangon, like that. And then when you show the location, you have to be careful. Is that the preposition? Okay, the correct using preposition is very important. If you use a wrong preposition, you would be should I say, you would get deep, you would lose impression of the reader. That's why trying to practice to use the correct preposition correctly. Okay, and then now let's move on to page number 15. I would explain that. And then next one is, okay, please highlight and then underline. Describe a location on the outskirts. Outskirts of a city means that if you are living a little far from the downtown, you can say that not far from Yangon, and then on the outskirts of Yangon, like that, and then in the suburb of Yangon. Okay, suburb and outskirts are not much different, but suburb is a little far from downtown. It says like that. For example, the place I'm living right now, Shipida, is, we can say that as suburb. Okay, a suburb of Yangon, like that, right? So I am living in the suburb of Yangon. Okay, we can say like that. And then next one is describing a location in the countryside. If you are living in the countryside, you should mention that I am living in the heart of the, you can say the countryside's name. And then you can also describe how beautiful your place is. Okay, so you can say that with a lovely view of snow-covered mountain, it's showing how beautiful your place is. And then next one, with a fantastic view of the pine forest. Or you can say with a wonderful view of paddy field. Okay, paddy field means that, you know, the paddy is it produces the rice, right? So you can say like that, you know, how beautiful your place is. And then here you have to notice that you have to remember one thing. Make sure your prepositions are accurate. Okay, you have to practice. You need to practice to use preposition correctly. Is there any question till now? Is there any question?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Yes, thank you. So now let's do exercise 1. Okay. At the end of page number 15, you will see, use the example above to write 2 different descriptions of where you live, one real and the other imaginary. Okay, let's do it. Okay, start to create your location and your place. You have to describe the origin, the real one and the imaginary one. Okay. For example, here you will see that I live right in the center of area with a marvelous view of the river Saint. You see those examples? Please read the example and then try to mention your location. Is there any question? Only just only 1 or 2 sentences, that's it, right? Here is only just 1 sentence to mention the location, to describe the location. Have you finished only just 2 sentences, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so can you listen to it? So sorry, can I listen to it?
Sure, teacher. I live in Rangoon, the capital city of Myanmar. It is located in the city of Myanmar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how about your imagination location? You have to write 2 location, right? The first one is your real location. Second one is your imaginary. Maybe, for example, you can mention that I am living in the heart of Paris, like that.
Oh.
I live in Paris, so like.
I'm living.
I live. Sorry.
I live. Oh, yeah. I live in South Korea, the Republic of Seoul.
Of course. You can mention your imaginary, no problem. And then you can mention how Seoul is beautiful. Okay.
It's a lovely city.
Mhm.
I get to eat a lot of Korean food. I'm living in my dream life.
Okay. Linga, try to use some of the modification. Modifier means that you see a location in the countryside. It mentioned how beautiful that place is. You can mention that I am living in the heart of Yangon with blah, 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 how Yangon is beautiful, how your place is beautiful. You can mention like that. This is your, that if you can write like that, your sentence would be more beautiful than normal.
Got it.
Yeah, and you can say that the fancy one, or you can say the upset things as well. Okay, if your place is filled with the messy things, also you can mention like that, so your friend won't come and stay with you.
Oh, nice idea. I would take that.
No, this is just a joke. You have to write a good point. Okay, Shina, I think you're done.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can yeah. Can you
I
tell
live
me?
in a Lantaya. That's my city with sweet neighbors.
Okay, good job. Right, and then how about your imaginary?
I live in the heart of the countryside with a wonderful view of snow-covered mountains.
Good. Snow-covered mountain. So are you living in Switzerland or
Yeah,
Switzerland?
just like that.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you. And the next one.
I'm done, Chair.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
I live in the center of a town, a very crowded area with a fantastic view at night.
Of course, good job. Yeah, and the next one, how about
The imaginary one is the city I live in has a heart-filling view of Eiffel Tower, and everything is aesthetically beautiful.
Good job. Right. So your dream is to stay in there, or maybe to give a visit to there, right?
Yes, I would love to.
Yes. Okay, next one. Hello, Zuzu. Are you still sleeping?
I live in the center of the city with a view of the busy roads. Imaginary one is I live in the melting pot of US New York, overlooking the famous and crowded museums.
Good job. Yes. Then next one. Hello. Is there anyone who wants to tell your sentences if you're Dan? No, hên tu ra kan so hey. Should I understand? Min that. Han chu ti. Andrew, Oka, Nuti ha, Owete. Okay, so for the students, for some of you who attend, right? Let me give you a work. Okay, so who comes first on my list? Shintan, you are done, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, Shintan, please read page number 16. And then Andre, 17. Suzu, 18. Right, Alinga, you are done, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Alinga, page number 19. Please read page number 19. And then is anyone who is done?
I'm also done.
Minten, are you Minten?
Yes.
Okay, so can I hear your sentences?
I live on the outskirts of Jungle with a great view of nature and good surrounding. And the other sentence is I live right in the center of Tokyo with a fantastic view of modernized buildings.
Okay, good job. Yes. So Minten, please read page number 20.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, can I say?
Yes. Yeah, okay, Andrew.
I live in Yangon, the capital of the country Myanmar, near the city center.
Hmm.
The imaginary one is I live in Los Angeles, California, overlooking the famous Hollywood sign.
Oh my God, very beautiful place. Yes. Okay, so Andrew, please read page number 21.
Teacher, can I say?
Yes.
I live on the outskirts of Yangon with a great view of Yangon River. And then imaginary one is I live in the suburbs of Zurich with a breathtaking view of snow-covered mountains.
Oh my God, your imaginary place is also a beautiful place. Right. So thank you, yeah, Scott, right? Please read page number 22. Where is Oka?
Yes, I'll tell.
Yeah, why are you so silent?
So the place I live in,
Mm.
the real one is I live not far away from the city center, with a fantastic view of the river.
Okay.
For the imaginary one, I live in the heart of the country with a breathtaking view of a lovely beach.
Good jobs. Okay, so now you're now you're really staying, near the river.
Yes, like in Myanmar, Canal
I see that.
Yeah.
Okay, near Lai River.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now please read page number 23. How to describe your hobbies and free time. Okay, okay.
Sure,
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I live in Yangon, one of the most famous cities in Myanmar, with wonderful beaches. I live in the middle of Singapore with a fantastic view of modern technologies.
Okay, good job. So no, you have to read page number 24. Personalizing phrases. Who's left? Hein Dura, Cancel Hey. Yes.
I live in Southern State, Jiangmei in Myanmar, and added diversity in town. which
Yes, your
imagination one
imaginary
is
one.
I live in Hollywood, Los Angeles, in USA, and a famous people in there, many famous people in there.
Okay, USA with many people, many famous people, right? Sorry, am I right? Okay, hey, can you please read page number 25?
Teacher, I love.
Okay, yes.
I live in the hot ocean state, Xiaomei, around by the fantastic green mountains, and my imagination is with a beautiful waterfall city natural resort.
Hmm. So hey and you are friends or not?
Yes, friend teacher.
Oh, you two are friends. Good job. So you two can discuss if you are not sure for the lessons, right?
Right.
Okay, so then yep. Okay,
Yes,
Tindana,
teacher.
did you say something? Mm-hmm.
No, I say
Okay, so
we can discuss.
yeah. Good job. Okay, so please read page number 26.
Yes.
Who's left? Hein Tura and Hanchuti.
Teacher, can I
Yes.
say?
Okay.
I live in the house of Yangon with a great deal of famous silicon powder. And another, the imaginary one is I live in the heart of countryside with a fantastic view of snow-covered mountain.
Okay, good job. So please read page number 29. Hanchuti.
Yes, teacher, can I say?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I live in the middle of the town with its wonderful view of big precious and the area is very clean.
And then how about your imaginary one?
It is not.
That you are not in? Yeah, Hinturang, can you tell me your imaginary location? It is not here.
Child, what page I need to read?
Oh, okay. Hein Tura.
Cancel.
Yes, Hein Tura 9. Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me your imaginary one?
I live in I live in the precious of the countries with a great view of the fruits.
Okay.
Of
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And then please read page number 30. Yeah, Ken Hey, did you ask me something?
Yes. What page I need to read?
You have to read page number 25. It is not here, maybe because of the connection. Okay, so let's start. Let's start from, who is it? Sistine. Okay, let's start from Shantan.
So can you give me some minutes?
Okay, yes. If you're done, let us know.
Sure, I'm finished. Sure, you unmuted.
Okay, hi everyone. Now let's listen to Shintan's explanation. Shintan's discussion.
So adding support. So describing the location of our houses also involve adding support. Just like I live right in the center of Athens. And in order to find what to include the support phrase for that, we need to ask ourselves, just like why am I telling my friend this? Or why should this interest my friend? So the support phrase will depend very much on the character and personality of our friends. So how well we know this person, or if your friend is looking for a social life, want to meet your new friends and go to the parties. So perhaps join some sport activities. And in the other hand, our friend is hoping to relax and unwind after headaches school terms. Then being in the middle of nowhere with no local facilities that she is looking for. So if your friend live in a noisy place or polluted city, is longing for some fresh air and peace and quiet. And there's also necessary that we need is make sure that the support phrase linked to the friend's characters. So just like so you'll never be at the loose end, or so we can go shopping whatever you like, or so we can easily walk to the tennis club, or we can sit and watch the world go by, or so you can put your feet up, relax, enjoy the view. So just like that. If you realize the location may not be your friend was hoping for, so it is going to be like, I live on the outskirts of Paris, only have an hour by train from the center, so we can go shopping whatever you like. So if you live in the middle of a mountain range of deserts, so it will be not better to mention this expect at all. Instead, it will be a totally new experience which you will definitely not want to miss. Yes, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. And I want you all to underline the last example. I live on the outskirts of Paris, only half an hour by train from the center. And so we can go shopping whenever you like. Okay, that sentence is that sentence is written with the supporting, right? So you should underline that sentence and try to write like that. Okay, and then here you would see that, so you will never be at a loose end. We can go shopping, easily walk to the tennis club. So you should write those words according to your friend's interest. If your friend enjoy shopping, you can say, so we can go shopping whenever you like. Okay, if your friend is a sporty, if she is a sporty one, you can say, we can easily walk to the tennis club. So we can easily drive to the swimming pool like that. Okay, so you better write like that. Yes. And then on 17, Andre?
Yes, Chair. So this page talks about how important contrasting is. To create interest, you have to write through contrast. So contrast is basically writing differences between two or several things. So the example in this page is about a person who lives in the center of the city to someone who lives in a quiet village to come and visit. So in that I live in a 3-bedroom house sentence, there are many interests for that their friends who is living in the village to come and visit, because those everything they described is different from village area. So this could be an interest for the friend of them. And the last sentence, you will never be bored, is a supporting statement for his entire sentence. And the next one is describing living arrangements. So when you're describing where you live or your house, you need to contain 3 things that are important. Where will your friends sleep? Or will your friends have to share a room with you or a different room to stay? Or will someone have to adjust rooms or move in another different room because your friends are coming over? So you have to think about these 3 things while describing your place. That's it, Chair.
Okay, thank you. And then, okay, so the example sentence is, I live in that 3-bedroom house right in the center of the city. It's very different from your quiet village. And there are so many things to do, you will never be bored. Okay, so, and then there is a classification of that sentence. Below that, you have to notice the following. Here, the sentence said, I live. I live is showing person plus verb instead of saying my house. Okay, you have to be careful the usage of that one. And then showing a 3-bedroom house. By saying a 3-bedroom house is talking about yours, the size of your houses. Okay, the size of your house. So that your friend can get how big your house is by hearing a 3-bedroom house. And second one, right in the center of the city. Right in the center of the city. Why they put right in the center of the city mean it's, it is the contraction of where you live. And next one, it is very different from your quiet village. This is persuading your friend, so to make more interesting your places. Okay, for example, your friend's place is a quiet place, but you can mention that my place is not as quiet as yours, and there are so many interesting things, blah blah like that. Okay, and then next one is this personalization. Okay, and this one personal is one show that how much you know about your friends. And then next one is there are so many things to do. You will never be bored. Okay, there are so many things to do. You will never be bored. It's supporting. Okay, supporting like that. So why your friend when your friend comes and stay with you, and then what he can do with you like that. Okay. So try to write like the example one. And then next one, yeah, describing living arrangement. when you describe living arrangement is where will he or she, because your friend needs to know about that, because your friend would be he wants to know, he or she wonders that when I come to your when your friend comes to your house, and then she wanna knows where does she live, when she has to live like that. So you have to mention that living arrangement as well. Okay, is there any question till now? Not yet. Okay, so Zuzu, page number 18.
In writing an informal letter to give information in a polite way, it would be better if we use the past tense. And also it would be quite direct and strong to use future forms such as will and going to, because if you write you will stay in the guest room, it would be quite straightforward and rude to the guest, and giving your guest some choices can be seemed polite. So we should support the idea and get the chance to individualize about the person whom you are writing to. It is crucial to not include list in your writing. It is a part of an informal letter to not include in the letter. And also instead we should choose one of the items that might be interesting to your guest. So yes, that's it, teacher.
Okay, and on that page number 18 said that you said one of you, maybe I think someone's from your group, I might forget, I'm not sure for the name, that's I am going to. Please, instead of saying I am going to, you better use I thought you might blah, blah, blah. Okay, because instead of saying I am going to, instead of saying I will, using past tense is showing your respect to your friend. Okay, so if there is someone who wrote with I am going to and I will, you better change to I thought you might like blah, blah, blah. And then you can mention that, okay, what you're going to talk, right? And then next one is, describing about your living arrangement means that but when you describe about your living arrangement, you shouldn't do listen. For example, in my room, there are a CD player, DVD player, computer, piano, mini library, and a PlayStation. Okay, you shouldn't write like that distant style. You have to choose the one you want. Maybe, for example, if you want to choose about a CD player, okay, you can choose a CD player, and then you have to say some modifier about CD player. What kind of CD player? Where did you get that one? Or what kind of CD player it is? Maybe you have got that CD player as your birthday present like that, or your grandfather give it to you, or something like that, right? After talking about CD player, you should modify how is it valuable for you. Okay. Here, the last one, you'll be glad to know I've got the old family computer in my room. Okay, in that example, he is talking about his computer, but he mentioned that how that computer is valuable for him. I'm sorry, you might hear that the sounds of black dragon flying. That's why I muted, because it makes a noise to you. Okay, and then, so you'll be glad to know I've got the old family computer in my room. So right, so my old family computer, he has a computer, but he wants to mention that what kind of computer it is. Okay, he mentioned the old family computer. The old family computer means that he wants to say that, okay, how that computer is valuable for his family. And so we can spend our playing your favorite games if you like. Okay. Is there any question here now? Not yet. Okay, so I want you to do the exercise 4. Exercise 4 said that write a description about where you live and the living arrangement for a visitor. Include interests, suppose, and personalizing. Okay, in here you have to mention 2 things. The first one is you have to describe about where you live. And I think, that one is you have already done with me. You have already done that previous time. You mentioned that, your real one and imaginary one. Okay, so you have to copy and paste that one. And now you have to mention your living arrangement. Okay, the new one you have to mention is how is your living arrangement? Okay, including you have to think about interest, support, and personalizing. Okay, please do right now. Have you finished?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, so can I listen to it?
Okay, Chair. My place has several master bedrooms, and you are free to do anything in my fence. Malls are everywhere near my house since I'm living right in the middle of the town. You can experience several unique things, so why not stick around at my house?
Okay, yes, thank you. And the next one. Hello?
Teacher.
Yes.
As you know, I live in the center of the city, whereas you live in the countryside. I'm sure you would enjoy crowd and some noise because you are an outgoing person. And also, we have 2 spare rooms for guests in my house. I live upstairs, and you can live in whichever room as you prefer. I know you are into some music, so I thought you might like to sing karaoke, as one of the rooms has got microphones and singing machine set.
Okay, good job. Thank you. And the next one. Zuzu, I wanted to suggest you one thing. This is good. You wrote with simple sentences. And can you combine those simple sentences into maybe 1 or 2 sentences? I think it might have 4 or 5 sentences right now, right?
Teacher, I think there are 3 or 4 sentences because
Okay. Yes.
I have actually about 1 or 2 complex sentences here.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay, and the next one. Hello?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
I thought you might like to share my room with me since my brothers moved out to another room. We can do as we want together. And my brother gave me his old PC where he has many different kind of games and also his stuff that he won't be using. So we can hang out while playing games and trying those stuff and see how this works.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Then, yep, the last one, please.
Okay. I know you love playing with your brother, and I live not far from the city center with kind neighbors. So you can bring your brother, and we can play as much as we want in our backyard. We can also watch the beautiful scenery of Lime River. I mean,
Lime River.
as I
Yes.
live next to it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so thank you so much for your attempt, and I would like to give you homework. Yes. Are you listening to me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, I want to give you reading assignment, page number 19 to 33. Please read page number 19 to 33. I am not giving you much homework. You better do a little by little, okay? Maybe if maybe you read page number 19 and 20 today, and then tomorrow 21 and 22, and the next after tomorrow 23 and 24, like that. Okay, so just divide the pages you have to read, and then please note down what you have read. Okay, but for some people, yes.
Page
Okay,
19.
for some people, yeah, 19 to 33.
33.
33.
Okay.
33. 33. Page number 10, 19 to 33. But for some students that I have already assigned the page, please read very carefully and then just do highlight and note downs. And when we meet again, you have to discuss the page you are assigned. Okay. I want you to notice is that when you read the example on page number, I think 33, 31, 32, 31, 32, 33, please read very carefully. Yeah, starting from 29. Okay, example 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, when you read the example, please read very carefully and then learn others' writing style. Okay, how other people writing their letter and then how they compose their letter, right? And then just only learn other mistakes, learn other good points from other people, and then try to be your own. Okay, I don't mean that you need to copy and paste from other. I mean learn from others and then try to be your own. That's it. Okay. If you learn other people's mistakes, you will make less mistake. I mean like that, right?
Teacher, I can find that page.
Sorry, you can't find the page?
I can't find. Yes.
You can find the page mean that you don't know the page or you don't know which page you have to read.
Yes.
Okay. No. The page you have to read. Okay, you have to read is page number 24. Right? Please read page number 24 very carefully and then write down some notes and then do some highlight to discuss to your friends. Okay, that is one work. And then another work is all of you, okay, the whole class, the students in the whole class has to read page number 19 to 33. That is, you all have to do it together, right? 19 to 33. And then you have to be careful is that when you read page number 29 to 33, there are some examples. So learn other people's good points and weak points. Okay, that's it. Is there any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. If you have no more question, let us stop here today.
Teacher, so no writing, just reading, right?
Yes, just reading. Because I want you to read very carefully. That's why we would do practice in the class, right? If I give you homework, you have to do, after meeting next week, we will discuss about that and I'm going to give you the homework.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye. Yes.
Sẽ tí sao thế à?
How about the shin? How about the shin? Lisa, take out the shin. တမီဒီစာကိုထဲရလေဒီစာကိုထဲမှာဒီစာကိုဒီနေ့ Terry ဒီနေ့တွားနေရဆိုတော့နော်ဒီစာကိုထဲက page number 19 နဲ့ 33စာအုပ်တွေကိုတစ်ချက်နာမည်ပေးထားတယ်ဟိုကလေ Allison လို့ပေးထားတယ် Allison ဆိုရင်ဒီ green one ကိုပြောတာဟုတ်ပြီနော်ဟိုကနောက်တစ်အုပ်ရှိတယ်ကျတော့ reading စာအုပ် reading ကကြတော့ခြေက John Reynolds လို့ပေးထားတယ်ဟုတ်ပြီနော် John Reynolds ဆိုတာကဒီစာအုပ်ကိုပြောတာရမလားဒါကကြတော့သူက reading ကို focus လုပ်ထားတာဒီကျတော့ green color ကကြတော့ writing ကို focus လုပ်တာကျတော့အခု writing ကို focus သွားနေတာမဟုတ်ရမယ်နော် Okay No, Cinderella.
Okay, can I leave now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can I leave now or stay?
Oh, yes, you can leave now because I think you're hungry. Okay, bye-bye. Everyone's just hungry right now. So no, is there any question more?
No more.
Okay, thank you. So bye-bye. See you next week.